bananas, you say peppers. And you guys, there is a new pick palette in town. I think that it has been probably exactly a year since we tried out the old model of the pick palette. Do you guys remember that thing? It was a 3D printed hexagon and it was covered in like puffy paint or latex paint. I would have to argue it's probably like the same thing that we find in the picky pumice stone, whatever they call the pick rock these days. But there I was browsing Etsy the other day for unusual fidgets, you guys, because ever since I did the hair extraction one a couple weeks ago, I was like, let's just see how this horizon has changed. Like how many more weird things are just lurking one click away. So yeah, I came across, I'm not sure if this is the exact same company that I bought from last year. I'm pretty sure it is. But now they came out with a version that is $10 more expensive. So you guys, with shipping today, this fidget was $45. So the actual price of the item was $35. But instead of just being the pick palette with the paint on top, this also has a bunch of different things to extract. They had like Halloween ones, Christmas ones, under the water themed ones, like a bunch of different themes, but this outdoor one looked like it would actually have blades of grass that we could extract and peel out. So this one to me, for some reason, just looked the most satisfying. So this I'm gonna open last, but we'll shake it now. Yes, so I think that this is gonna have extras inside of it of what I'm about to show you guys. You guys, brain fart today. Also, they included 3 extra paint things, which I what did the old one come with? I don't remember. Was this the kit that came with the puffy paint? We also have this, which quite generous, honestly, for them to give you some different tools. I actually brought my very own dental scraper today because nothing says satisfying quite like a dental scraper. But they included this, which, oh my God, yes. Okay, I remember this now. That's why they stick it in this little marshmallow thing. You guys, somehow they take these nail art dotting tools and they break the dot off one end, which, don't get me wrong, it does give you like a very sharp point here. Do you guys see that? But I would argue like that this could also be damaging to the flesh. And then we have the rounded part here. Maybe we're not even meant to use that. I don't know. We also have a gorgeous set of yellow tweezers. And once again, I think that these kits now are giving away like higher quality sets of tweezers. I've gotten some in the past where you like couldn't even make the points touch, but these seem to be better. Okay, you guys, so this is actually what we're working with. And I'm gonna put a picture of the listing in here and then this, and let me know if you think it looks as full of items. Maybe I'm just thrown off by the grass, because for some reason I thought it was gonna be a little different. I don't know. So we have like some beads that are very lovely. We have some larger, I'm not sure if these are like buttons maybe, but they look very pretty. We have a bee, which actually has like jewels on it, so that's pretty cool. Some flowers, some tiny little beads, and on the back, oh my God, look at all of that. Okay, I was like not expecting that. That is a lot of stuff. That looks pretty satisfying, honestly. It looks like a mess. Makes me want to peel it all off and clean it up. So I'm gonna say satisfying. And then we have a nice little canvasy drawstring bag to keep all of our pick palette items in. Oh, let's open this. Hello. So let's see what kind of extra things they gave us. Ooh, okay. It looks like a bunch of stuff. Some beads, some, oh my gosh, we do have some shorter blades of grass. For whatever reason, like that looks or looked the most satisfying to me. I don't know why. Suddenly I was like, grass, soothing. So obviously I feel like I have to start out with the blades of grass. So to do that, I think first I'm gonna have to peel off this giant bee, which, don't get me wrong, I love the big giant bee, but I think I would personally be more satisfied by additional blades of grass. Cause see, look, by pulling off the bee, I'm pulling off a huge chunk of the blades of grass. Now, I guess I can just, you know, go in and then further like peel them. Nope. See? Ugh. They're just kind of coming off in chunks. You guys, maybe sometimes you can't improve on the original of something. Although look, I feel like I could easily just pull them apart, which is kind of satisfying, and then just like save these. I can't kind of tell like what these are. I feel like obviously these are just like strips of plastic, like homemade. Oh, I wonder if it's like corded, like for bead, you know, like, do you remember that old stuff? We used to always make those, like, oh my God, what are they called? They were like these keychains. You made them out of plastic, like you kind of like weaved these long like tail things. You guys, I'm just gonna have to insert a photo. So let's see, do all of the blades of grass just come off in chunks? That one was good, but that one was kind of like by itself. You know what happens? Okay, that one's kind of loose. You guys, I don't know, it's the blades of grass. I guess it's okay. They're just coming off one by one now. You guys, I also kind of feel like maybe I would have liked, although it's more real that way, I was like, maybe visually it would have been more satisfying if the green grass was like coming out of like pink paint or something, for example. But then I guess like it wouldn't be as realistic, naturey. It's all right. It's pretty satisfying. I don't know if it's my favorite. It comes off like a little easier, I guess. So I feel like I'm making pretty quick work of this, which I do like that variety, because I'm sure some people just want to be able to peel all of the original stuff away fast and then reuse it, refill it. And then some people are gonna like, you know, if something takes them many days, many hours. I feel like I've made pretty quick work of this. It's not so much a peeling as it is a pulling. But yeah, look at that. All the grass is now gone. And all we're left with is kind of this original peeling paint kind of stuff, which I do like. That was the only kind of boo-boo that I made last time that I'm probably about to make again this time, is this super sharp tool that they give you. It will scratch the 3D printed pick palette. I mean, I don't really so much care whether mine has scratches on it or not, but that is just kind of a warning if you don't want yours to look all scratched up and messed up. But look at that. You can kind of really grab onto the paint with this tool, yet I still kind of want to just go in there with my fingers and pull it. So yeah, there we go. Pretty clean. I could keep working at it, but I'm knocking off our other beautiful things. Up next, I'm gonna try and grab these beads. And you guys, I kind of can't resist at least trying to grab a couple with the dental tool, just because these long beads, you know, that's like where the opening is to string them. So you can kind of really just get in there and like twist and lift the beads off, which is honestly super satisfying to me in a way that I didn't think of until I was taking the thumbnail for this video. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like oddly the beads are much more satisfying to me. But once again, I feel like I'm kind of like making pretty quick work of this. But maybe I'm kind of, am I like cheating the process by using this dental tool? I don't know. I just, like, these are definitely glass beads, so I feel like it would not be as satisfying to me to maybe like crunch up the glass with tweezers. Like I feel like if I pinch one of these with tweezers, it would definitely just break. Ooh, see, that is like really satisfying to me. Where I can kind of like almost string the bead on the dental tool and then just lift it out. Maybe I like that better because it feels like almost a two-part step, but look at that. Ooh, I really like these beads as well. I'm definitely gonna save those, not for this, but for a necklace. I'm in the process right now of making a homemade Shrek necklace, and I feel like these will look lovely in that. Oh, look at that. This one is like a totally different bead. Really, really loving this section, honestly. I think I'm gonna use this tool to try and, oh my gosh. Okay, that is also a bead as well. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and jump to this other bead section. So first I'm gonna try and get these. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we do need to jump to tweezers. There's a lot of paint on the side of this one. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So it's really... Okay, that one just left. And then we have that one. That one popped out a lot easier. Maybe these are not beads. Maybe these are just... Oh, okay, I got one, but I don't think that these are beads. These are just like little round bits of glass or plastic. I kind of can't tell. Those are also like microscopic. But they are kind of easy. Oh my God. Okay, they're flying everywhere. They are kind of easy to knock out with this dental tool. But they are like flying all over the floor and they are tiny. I feel like you could probably only clean these with like by vacuuming them up, I guess. How do you guys feel about the strange tiny bits of plastic? All right, time to move to the last section. Oh no, you guys, this is, I think, one of those like really fancy beads, but it's like, I need to use this tool, I think, because as I was trying to peel with the tweezers, I was like separating the black part of the butterfly wing from the pink part. I'm doing it again. Oh no. Okay. Metamorphosis. Is this a bead? Oh, it is, but they actually like clipped the thing off the back. I don't know that I like that as much because I feel like you could get this off and then could like sew it on to your backpack or whatever. That's what I used to do. I used to get these like bead sets from Joann's all the time and sew them onto my backpack. But yeah, I feel like they could have left that on there. Did we like break off some of, that's so weird. Look at that. I thought that that was like leaves or something, but it's actually like bits or something that the bead left behind. You guys, is anything I'm saying making any sense right now? I don't know about that. Okay, first time picking out some of these flats. I always call these things Fimo. Also trying to find a way to pick these out without destroying them. There we go. So far this tool that they provide is working really great. I don't think tweezers would work as well. Oh! I ripped that in half. Until I get to the actual like paint peeling off, I feel like this kind of like super sharp nail tool is like not my favorite. I don't know if I've ever declared this before, but personally I do feel like the dental tool is my favorite. I'm pretty sure you could get these like on Amazon or something. Okay, I just literally poked that flower, but I got that with the picking stone. So you guys, mixed feelings about the front, honestly. There was a lot of stuff that I felt like I really liked. The beads being my favorites. There were some things that I wasn't as crazy about. I didn't really care for any of the larger items. I would have been happy if there was like no larger items and only like beads personally. But you know, there's gonna be people that feel exactly the opposite. I always say this about these fidget things is like whatever I feel like is the most satisfying, you may not feel like is the most satisfying, vice versa. I definitely don't hate it, but I just don't know if it's my favorite fidget. Probably still at this point, I would say the last one we did, the hair pulling thing, that one's probably my favorite for right now. But let's flip it to the back, because I do feel like I really liked this last time. I don't remember what tool I had the most success with, because it is clearly not the dental tool. I'm trying to remember which part was my favorite part of the pick palette last time. I don't know why I feel like I really loved this one. But once again, I feel like it has been a year, so... Ooh, okay, maybe it was like tweezers. I was trying to remember like what is so satisfying about this. I mean, I do feel like this is probably an upgrade from last year's pick palette. There's like more textures to it. There's more layers. There's more things to accomplish. But I just don't know that it's my favorite. But I do kind of already immediately like the back better than the front. Just because I kind of feel like this takes a little bit more time. Like that's kind of what I tend to not like about, well, okay, this is about to sound silly. I kind of like it when it's like just the right amount of effort. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's maybe like kind of some of my like things that I would take points off from the front experience would be, I feel like I can just peel it away in like 2 minutes or less, you know, which I just don't feel like you're getting a lot of time out of something. You can reuse it, but I don't feel like that initial experience, you're getting a lot out of something when you can peel it all off in 2 minutes. But I will say I don't like when I feel like you're just working forever at something and you're not able to peel some sections off. Because to me, that's what frustrated me about the original peeling stone, is I feel like I just got one of the rocks that didn't really have larger holes in it like this. And so I felt like I was just peeling and scraping, and I wasn't really able to get the satisfaction of peeling the stuff out. So this is kind of a mixed experience on the back. I feel like it is really satisfying every time I get one of these little sections once I get the paint out of it. But I'm sure you guys are able to see, like I've been rolling on this clip for like 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and I've gotten 4 spots cleared out. So this is definitely really time consuming, or maybe I shouldn't be using tweezers, but I feel like it is still satisfying because I know that if I just keep working at it, I will get these nice, clean sections. I don't know that the other like flower things really add that much to the experience. I mean, it is a nice texture to hold. Visually, I think it's like more entertaining maybe than just the dots of paint filled in. But I would say that these things like peel off so easily and fast that, I don't know. But then again, look, I mean, it is kind of like a whole other layer that I feel like you kind of have to like peel off before you really can start peeling the paint underneath. Like I am actually really enjoying this. But you know, I don't know. I mean, that's really why I wanted to test out a newer version compared to the original, was to just basically see, do I like this version $10 more worth than the last one? I'm on the fence. There's things that I like more about this version than the original, and then there's some things that maybe I would say I'm neutral. I don't really dislike anything. So yeah, I feel like maybe that's the tool. Oh, see, that's what's dangerous. When you start to like potentially poke yourself with the super sharp nail tool, maybe that's not the best experience. I don't know. I've been doing it probably for like 10 minutes now, and I only got these sections. Final thoughts, you guys, because now I'm just rambling. I definitely like the back more than the front. And I feel almost like I had that same thought last time. I think last time there were dots, paint dots that I really liked the best. But then I think like one section was just kind of a blob of paint, and I don't think I like that as much. And that's kind of the same issue I'm having with this. I love the beads. I don't really like these like clear things. And I'm kind of like neutral, honestly, about the grass and the flower section. I definitely just for whatever reason thought the grass was gonna be like the most satisfying experience I could ever have with a peeling and picking fidget. But I don't know. I don't know if it turned out that way. I like the shiny, glittery side better. I shouldn't say glitter. It's like confetti. But anyway, you guys, as always, I would love to know all of you guys' thoughts and feelings about this thing. What do you think? Do you like these new additions better than the original? Do you think it's about the same? Do you not really think there's much of a difference here? I would love to know. Also, do you guys think that the $35 price point is too expensive for something like this? I personally think you're getting your money's worth just because you do get this thing. It's already all filled. There's lots of components you can reuse. I do think it's generous to give all the tools and this extra little container of beads and stuff and paint. I mean, it's just kind of one of those situations where like, you know, different things are gonna appeal differently to different people. And I just don't know that this was like my all-time favorite, but I did really like it. It's not like I didn't like it. So there, you guys, now I'm just repeating myself. Anyway, you guys, thank you all so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Banana Pepper Squad today. And until I see you guys again, which is gonna be very, very soon, stay happy, stay healthy, stay sassy, stay banana peppery. I love you guys so, so much, and I will be back again very, very soon.